Libra, this is Jess with your September 2020 weekly general read. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So, Libra, I have to tell you just some things that kind of stood out to me. One, for some of you, more money can bring more problems. You look really good for some of the Libras that I'm reading for. With money, business, career, looks really great, looks real stable. You're where you want to be. Money is looking really good for you. However, be careful, because this more money that's coming your way. Some of you may have a money making idea and it's going to take off, and it may have already done so, but be careful. Make sure that you're dotting your I's and crossing your T's when it comes to taxes. Anything that could happen may happen toward this new level of money that you're coming into, even if it's inheritance, whatever this is. Just be careful. For some of you, it may be happening now. You have to fight your way through something. If you had a partnership with others, you may be fighting for your money, fighting for your stake in the business, that sort of thing. There's a major changes happening here, Libra. I know that you guys can attest to that, the ones that I'm reading for. That being said, there's that. Now, if you have a counseling business, if you advise people, your business should be booming, because you're going to attract, and for all of you, it'll still be some form of attracting random people or people familiar to you that have a lot of issues and problems. And they're going to be coming to you out of nowhere, whether you ask them to or not. And they're going to kind of be spilling their guts, because people around you, the people that you're attracting, they're having a lot of emotional problems. Some of them are completely heartbroken, and they look at you as the catalyst of voice of reason, right? So again, counselors, or if you have some form of service that you give to others, your business should be doing really well in that regard. If not, like I said, you're going to find that people around you is spilling their guts. Now, let's get into it. I feel for some of you Libras, when it comes to work, career, finance, you are spending so much time on fighting someone and getting what you feel you deserve, fighting off people, or fighting people, or having to go back and address something, fix something, making something better, that you may not be putting time and attention on moving forward, moving things forward. Some of you may not be paying attention to your work because you're focusing on something else in your life that you need to address or get fixed. If for some of you, can this be getting let go? Could be, but it's not really what's coming up to me. I feel for you, some of you guys, you need to be looking forward and moving forward. Now, for some of you, obviously, you have to go back and handle things. And then just when you're trying to okay, I've taken care of that, let me move forward, everything is kind of on hold. And you may have lost opportunities because of having to go back and fix something. It happens. What can you do? I also feel like for some of you, someone could be telling you they don't have the money. They can't pay you. They can't give you ... Be careful with get rich quick schemes. So I want to say get rich quick schemes. Be careful with that. Be careful with just trusting people without probing, asking questions, and researching. I don't know any Libras that failed to question and probe and research, but anything is possible. So be careful with that, because some of you may be in a faulty house. Anything can happen at this time, and you will have to go and fight for your right against people who aren't moral, honest people, is what it looks like to me. And I do feel like some of you may be attracting very ruthless people that are out for themselves, who really don't care about anyone but themselves. And no matter how bad they may treat others, they will fight tooth and nail to justify their wrongdoing. So be careful with that. Also, I feel like for some of you, it's almost like a few days you're having to attend to this thing, but it is to rectify, to put things back into place. And then you're like, okay, now I can move forward. Again, I do feel like it's going to create kickback, but you can handle it. You'll feel a lot better as we get further into the following week. Home life looks a little bit challenging here. I definitely see that there is some stress and some stress and strain and aggravation, frustration in your home life. And if you live with someone else, it's definitely like, okay, this person should have left, you should have left, but you're kind of still hanging there, holding on for whatever reason. There's still a living together or being together, or again, just still having issues with trying to move out of your home and move into a new place, you're kind of still stuck there and you're not happy and it's stressing you out. For some of you, it could literally be like your home is falling apart, literally, that sort of thing. And you just feel like you don't know what to do. Give it time. Things will start to make sense. Okay. And you just may feel a little bit depleted. Now, I know this is not the most happiest reading. These are for the Libras that I'm picking up for. I'm not going to sit here and lie and give you just this happy, fluffy, cotton candy reading when that's not what I'm saying, because I'm picking up for a specific group of you. Some of you, this may not be your story. So there's that. Now, that being said, let's get into love. So single Libras, when it comes to this love situation, I feel like you're wanting commitment. You're ready for it. You want it. You're in a good place. Money looks good. You're very stable and solid. You would be happy. You have a lot to offer someone at this time. However, the people around you, no go. You're gonna get a lot of oldies, but not so much goodie. Some people in your life from your past, they want closure. They do. They need closure. So just expect to hear from people from your past because they don't like the way it ended. They need to know why. Somebody may be trying to get you back or get back at you, get revenge on you because you hurt them. You broke their heart. It's not going to be the easiest task for them to do that because you're not having it. You're not having it. You're not having it. I think that for some of you, somebody from your past is coming back. The person that the relationship was very unstable, somebody was cheating. They want to make things right. This person may have a lot of ego. And it can turn out to be that now you're both on the same footing. You don't look at them and you're the person where it's like you're just so weak for them and it's all about following their lead. No, you're with new money, more stability with self. You're seeing your own power. And now the two of you are on equal footing. And so it's not going to be the same. It will not. Will you guys get back together? I don't see it. I see, somebody's going to get their feelings hurt. Someone may be blocked. They're not, whatever they're trying, the outcome they're looking for, they're not going to get. Let's just say that. I feel some of you are happy to be single. And you are attracting people who could be a little bit romantical toward you. For some of you, somebody from your past wants back. What else is new, Libra? What else is new? Somebody from your past, they want back and they're going to be kind of relentless, constantly on you. But this person deep down inside is not even sure. It's almost like a gamble. Let's see. Yes, they want you back. They're sure enough of that. They know that there is a nice emotional rapport that the two of you have. But again, the things that created a problem in a relationship, is that going to persist? It probably will. So there's that. New looks better. The only problem for some of you that would start dating a new person is that they may have money issues compared to you, or their life just may be unstable to some extent. They may be transitioning out of one stage of life into something new and they're trying to get a handle on things where you may be very stable. And so there's that. And it would be no wonder why you would come into their life if they're unstable and you're stable, because opposites attract, right? So there's that. Libra couples. Well, you've given to this relationship. You've put in quite a bit. Why? Because you feel like you know the value of this relationship. I feel like for some of you, you see your person as someone who has been confused. They don't really understand the value of anything. You, somebody else, 50 other people, they can't tell what's good and what's not. And they may have kept their options open. They just may have their head in the clouds. They're not being very practical about this relationship. They almost take things for granted. It looks like the two of you are at a standstill. You're both holding back. Right? There's a lot of you going back to rectify. Now, if some of you are heading for divorce, which is what it looks like, some of you may have a business partnership with your person, like you're in deep with this person. It's not, for some of you, you're in really deep. It's not just a surface situation. So there's a lot of things. It's very intricate. There's a lot of little details that you have to deal with and work out with this person before you can kind of cut your ties. That being said, it looks like, it's that type of thing where you have to be smart about this thing. You have to be smart. Is there Feelings there still, yes, on your part, absolutely. On theirs, yes, as well. I feel like there isn't a coming back and apologizing 100%, or even the love may have been lost. Like that innocence of love is a little lost, right? And it could be that, now we work together. Now we work and live together, or now there's children. It's something that now has made the relationship kind of dull and bland. And for those of you who are either divorced, separated, or heading in that direction, you may be trying to give it another go, trying to work this situation out. Okay. Communication and clarity, that's coming if it hasn't already. I do see where the two of you may have been stalling communication or been real staticky, even if you've talked. That's going to change by next week. There's going to be more of a willingness to come together and try to get this situation back on track. The problem is again, as I was telling Libra, with old people, are we going to be able to maintain? Can we maintain? I feel like there's two people who are extremely independent, who are their own individuals. And I feel like going back to the last reading, there's some things that you just haven't been able to kind of get over, or vice versa. And I feel like there, how some two people, they're starting to pull apart from each other, but it's slowly but surely, or they've gotten into this rut. It's like you guys are in a rut. And at this point, you're not even, neither person is listening to the other person. Does that make sense? You can't hear them, they can't hear you. And so there's a lot of, yes, there's love here, but what do we do? And there's people, situations, circumstances interfering in this love. And I feel like both of you are busy. Both of you have a lot going on. You both may be in the public or are known, meaning family, friends, or on social media or something like that. Like you're a known couple to some extent. Or people who have known you two as a couple, whatever that may be. Okay. It doesn't have to be on a grand scale. And people, you may think like you just don't even understand. You have no idea what's really going on in this relationship. You have no idea. Definitely was a breakup or some type of a breakdown. And instead of, trying to work it out, somebody just took off. Only waiting to kind of work this situation out again. I feel like, it looks like somebody came in between this relationship. Looks like somebody came in between the relationship. Yeah, it looks like a lot of emotions are involved here. The problem is getting to that place. I'm so tired of saying the same thing about these relationships. I really am. If you're in a bad place with your person, okay, I feel like some of you have someone who they're very controlling. They feel like, probably like old school relationship, very traditional. I'm the man, you're the woman, or I'm the woman, you're the man, take care of me, or I pay the bill, whatever the traditional way, or however the two of you have created this dynamic, which is very, it's a very this is your role and this is your role. And there is very black and white to your person. And I feel for some of you, it could go vice versa. Somebody feels like, well, no, that's not, no, I don't think that it's fair anymore. I don't think that it's ever been fair. And so there's that a need to have some balance and fairness where you feel that you're happy and you're getting something that you want out of it, or vice versa. So in the extended, we're going to look at your person. How do they feel about you, the relationship? What do they want to tell you deep down inside? What are their challenges? What secrets are they keeping? And what do they want this relationship to go? What will their actions be? And ultimately, what's going to be the outcome? We're also going to look at Aries to Pisces. How do they feel about you? So if you're interested in that, click the link in the description box below. If you would like a personal reading, click the link to my website. You can set something up for yourself. And if you're new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I'll be back very soon with another one. Take care, Libra.